Hello fellows, today we will be doing the 555 timer circuit and see if we can get these two LEDs to tick. This tutorial is more on a practical demonstration, so don't expect calculations and other stuff that may require an in-depth explanation. So what we have here, we have the battery, our electromagnetic force at 9 volts. So if you can look at the voltage there, we have 9 volts, and we also have the capacitor for carrying actually doing the discharge, and also to assist with the timing on the circuit. We will need 1000 microfarad capacitor to do that, so we have one like that. We also have our 555 timer. It is actually our center of focus, because this tutorial is all about demonstrating as well on how to use the 555 timer. It's actually the integrated circuit which is responsible for the ticking of these LED lights. So we will see how the 555 timer makes these two LEDs to alternate the light as the program continues. Actually, as the current continues to flow on the circuit, these LEDs should alternate the on and off. The flicking of this light should give you a perfect understanding of how the 555 timer works. And these are my couple of conductors, the jumpers. I'll be using these jumpers on the solderless breadboard, actually to be able to integrate every component that will be on the circuit. The jumpers are actually the correct way of doing that. We have the resistors here. Is actually, if you can look at the color coding, it is a 470 ohms resistance. It's two of those. There's the other one. They have the equal capability in terms of carrying or actually restricting the current from flowing on certain areas of the circuit. And these are the other two resistors which will be connected in series to actually provide for the discharge on the integrated discharge pin on the integrated circuit. And this is our last capacitor. It's one of its kind. It's labeled, it's numbered number 103, which is actually 10,000 picofarads. But if you like to convert it to microfarad, it will be something like 0.01 microfarad. So that will be used on pin 5 to discharge, to actually ground pin 5. So now let's get started. I'm going to start off by placing this 555 timer on our solderless breadboard to be able to start exploring these pins and all of that. So there is my 555 timer, is on now. And now also use the red cable just for the start to to be able to activate the pin number 8, which is the voltage. I'm going to plug it here on the voltage. Okay, it's nicely plugged, and we'll also need the reset connected to the positive charge of the battery. I'm going to try to use colors when necessary, but I don't think I will be able to do it throughout this tutorial. So this is our number 4, our pin 4 and pin 8. They are connected on the positive part. And then we'll also look at number 1. Number 1 should be grounded immediately, because there isn't much more that we will actually do with number 1 except to ground it. I'm going to ground 1, which is the ground actually. I'm going to put it on the ground that is on the other side of the solderless breadboard. I have managed to split my breadboard into two sides for the positive and the negative part of it. And maybe I should also ground number 5 with this pin immediately, because this is I'm gonna try to jump up here. I'm not gonna be like explaining door to door and all that. I'm just going to try and give you the feeling of what this particular integrated circuit can do. And then while we have the 0.01 farad of capacitance, we can also ground it by using the jumper here to put it on the ground. I already have 2 grounds, two positive. Right, oh perfect. Now we move on to our resistors. I'll start with a series of the 1K ohms. 1K should also have, I'm gonna try and plug them anywhere here, just in an open space where it is not yet used. But I'll also make sure that their connection is in series, because they have to divide for pin 7. So now we have a series connection of the two 1K ohms. I'll just put it nicely there, replace it so that it can be visible nicely. Okay, there we have it. Try and push it softly. Doesn't have to look nice, just for the presentation of this tutorial. It has to look great. There you have it, connected there in series. Now we have to invite pin 7, which is the discharge pin. The discharge pin 7 should be next to the voltage supplier, which is number 8. Because if you look at the integrated circuit, there's a curve that shows you where to start counting. On this little thing here at the top, you start counting on your left, and then anti-clockwise to the other side. As we say, this is number 7. So I'm gonna plug it here, because it depends on the voltage that will be divided by these two capacitors. Now it has been divided. So now look at the I'm gonna try and give power to this resistor because it's dependent on the voltage that will be supplied, the overall voltage, which is our 9 volt in this case. I'm going to try and plug it here to put it alive, to put it on tune. I'm going to have to replace this one, put the other one, but there's nothing to worry about in terms of the colors. It's just I can already explain at the beginning of this tutorial that I'm not going to be color mastermind here. I'm just trying to give you the feeling of this particular circuit. So now I have my resistor connected to power. This one should be for 2 and 6. Let's try and do that. 2 and 6. Let's look at number 2. Number 2 is right here. I'm trying to put the male head the side of the integrated circuit so you can be able to see some of the obvious stuff that are going on here. So I'm going to try and plug it here. It is plugged at the end of the second resistor, and also plug this particular number 6 there as well. Remember we said it's 8, 7, and we have 6 here, and we plug it just here to complement the resistor and actually pin number 2. So there we have it like that. We have very much alive. And then as well, at the end of this, I'm going to place the capacitor. You have to look at the polarity of the capacitor. We have the negative, or you can look at this wires. There's a long and a short wire. So the long one in most cases is a positive sign. So we're going to put it here, and also we can put in any hole here. Okay? So there isn't much we can do more about this capacitor connection. We might as well ground it like have grounded the others. So there is our ground. I'm going to ground it here. Put it where this guy is here. There it is grounded now. Okay? Now we will try and put these 2 guys in the space. So this is how it's going to happen. We have the 470 ohms resistor, the one I've shown you. We will plug it anyway here. Just need to. I'm going to try next time to put my everything in one space. For this particular tutorial, it's going to look a little bit fishy, but it's going to do the work. So there's a second one. This 2 should not be, connected wire to wire. There must be a gap in between to show that the out connected wire to wire. Actually, it's a series connection. It will be visible when I connect these two guys. So which one is going to start flicking? Let me use the red one. So there's a red one, now it's coming. The positive one should use the voltage from the first resistor. And just going to plug it like this here. And there we have it. And the second one should use should ground itself on the resistor, but also use the voltage from the whichever way you put it, it's still gonna flick. So now I have to take number 3 here, which is our output. Our number 3 is just here. I'm gonna use this guy to press it down nicely. There we have it. Number 3 will now join the two capacitors, the resistor lights and the resistor. But this guy should be here. 91 and 2. 24. I'm gonna pull it. And remember, those resistors are not active. Let's activate them with a direct connection. I'm gonna plug it here, just here, and then all the way down to the other side. We just try not to disturb these other connections. There we have it, nicely and pressed down. And it doesn't really matter because they have to be together at the end of the day. At the bottom they are connected to one. So now what is left is for me to ground this resistor and then plug my battery, then we can have some firepower going there. Now this is how it's going to happen. I'm going to take it here and plug it there. Is plugged, and let's just make it visible. So now we check one, it's grounded, two it's connected with 6. Then I guess I can plug the battery now. Everything seems to be normal. Now there's my battery plugged. And this nice little thing here for the battery. And then we have our positive and negative power cables. I'll plug the other one here. And once I plug this VH we haven't done correctly. Just gonna unplug it and quickly check. This particular should be done. You have your 555 timer second now. The lights are clicking nicely. I hope you enjoy it, and you can just keep on practicing. You will hopefully get it right one day. Thank you very much. Until next time. Cheers.